Have you ever wondered how a camera captures an image? Whether it's a professional DSLR, a mirrorless camera, or even your smartphone, they all follow the same fundamental principles. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of cameras and how they work. A camera is essentially a light capturing device. The core components include the lens, shutter, aperture, sensor, or film in analog cameras, and the viewfinder or LCD screen. The lens is the eye of the camera. It gathers light and directs it toward the sensor or film. Different lenses can change the way an image looks. Wide-angle lenses capture more of the scene, while telephoto lenses zoom in on distant objects. The quality of a lens affects the sharpness and clarity of an image. That's why professional photographers invest in high-quality lenses. The aperture is the opening inside the lens that controls how much light enters the camera. A wide aperture like f1.8 lets in more light and creates a blurry background, great for portraits. A narrow aperture like f11 or f16 keeps more of the scene in focus, ideal for landscapes. See the difference? The wider the aperture, the shallower the depth of field. The shutter controls how long light hits the sensor. A fast shutter speed like 1/1000th of a second freezes motion, perfect for sports photography. A slow shutter speed like 1/2 of a second creates motion blur, great for capturing light trails or waterfalls. A slower shutter lets in more light but requires a steady hand or a tripod to avoid blur. ISO determines how sensitive the sensor is to light. A low ISO like 100 is ideal for bright conditions and keeps images crisp. A high ISO like 3200 or more is great for low light situations but can introduce noise or grain. Higher ISO can brighten an image but too much can make it look grainy. The sensor is the digital equivalent of film. It converts light into an electronic signal which is then processed into an image. Sensors come in different sizes. Larger ones capture more detail and perform better in low light. Bigger sensors usually mean better image quality, especially in darker environments. To capture an image, light enters through the lens, passes through the aperture, gets controlled by the shutter speed, and finally, hits the sensor. The camera processes this data into an image file you can view and share. And that's how a camera works in simple terms. Understanding these core elements, lens, aperture, shutter speed, ISO, and the sensor, helps you take better photos. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, mastering these settings can improve your photography skills. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more photography tips, and let us know in the comments what you'd like to learn next. Thanks for watching and happy shooting.